Hi guys, and welcome to week 12. So still feeling sick this week. Had indigestion. It was still very much all there, the morning sickness, everything. So one day I sneezed and my uterus, or what I think was whatever was in my body, contracted, and it was so painful. So I don't know what was going on with that. It was just a very, very strange thing. Fun symptoms of pregnancy. I was slowing down on my progesterone, and it was one of my last tablets to take, which was really good. I was excited to get off that because that was annoying to do and gross, and yeah, that's all I can say about that. My boobs were so itchy. So I've been putting on an oil on my whole body, so from my boobs down to my stomach to my hips to everything, like just so it stays all nice. But my boobs were so itchy, like yeah, even that wasn't helping. So that was another weird thing. They weren't growing, they didn't feel any different, they didn't look any different, but itchy. This is a thing I forgot to say last week. So I had a rash on my stomach. It was small dots, red little tiny dots. And I did get Google out, and it actually says that you can get this and it's the skin actually stretching. Usually it happens later, but I don't know why. This is when I started to grow, my stomach started to grow as well. So yeah, it was started to ease up this week, which was good because I was like, what's wrong? And I did tell my midwife, and she was like, it's fine, don't worry about it. As long as you're not feeling sick or you don't have a fever, everything should be fine. So I just kept putting my oil on, and it wasn't the oil, because I've been doing it for ages, the oil, and I hadn't changed anything. I hadn't changed laundry detergent. I hadn't changed anything in my diet. Well, my diet could have been the factor, but who knows? So it was going down, so that's all that mattered. This week was weird cramps, like strange cramps. I was like, what is that? Like, I know it wasn't the like baby moving or whatever, because that doesn't happen till later, but I felt like things were happening. And when I don't know where we were going somewhere in the car, and we were driving. It would have been like 40 minutes drive or half an hour drive or something like that. And I felt this electric pain from my uterus up to my belly button. It didn't hurt. It was just like an electric, like zap feeling. And I was like, what is that? And I was like, maybe it's something to do with being in the car and movement or something. But it was such a crazy, weird feeling. But it wasn't painful. It was just really strange. So I thought I'd write that down, just to have as a symptom as well. I started to notice hair on my stomach, and I'm not a hairy person. I'm very, very blonde naturally, not my roots. I know I need to get them done, but my hair on my arms and legs are very, very fair and thin. So one day, like, I was underneath the bathroom light, and I looked down, and I was like, because I was looking at my belly, and I was like, I'm hairy. And I was like, what is going on? And it was like these little hairs, and they were like this long, sticking out. And because it obviously caught on the light, that's why I said that. It was just weird to me. It's like, am I getting a hairy stomach? I was talking to a few other friends that have just had babies, and they're like, oh, don't worry, it will get hairy. And I was like, oh, great. But that was something really weird. I didn't actually really know that you got, like, I heard that you got hairy, but I thought it was like really more people who were quite hairy people, like who had really dark arm hair and dark leg hair and lots of hair. But no, yeah, really light white fur on my stomach. It was almost like, yeah, so that was really strange. I didn't know about that, but yeah, that's a fun fact. This pregnancy, I didn't know a lot of things. I've learnt a lot, which has been great. So there you go. A lot of sinus stuff still. It was so blocked. One night I woke up choking on whatever, saliva or whatever, and I was like full on choking. yeah, it was not good. And this week I vomited as well, I think twice, but yeah, it was not good. So I was just so congested, and it just makes me feel sick. Yeah, so that was not fun. I also got headaches again this week, so no surprise there. But then the other thing is, I slept for 9 hours straight. I think I don't even know if I woke up to wee. It was really strange for me. I've never slept like that. I've never slept 9 hours, probably for years. So that was really cool. I woke up and I was like, wow, I feel drowsy. Because you know when you've slept too much, that you're almost like, oh, I feel really tired. But yeah, so 9 hours sleep was a long time. But yeah, so that was really strange. I obviously needed it. I tell some of my friends. I told one of my aunties, and I told some cousins as well, which was really exciting. So I loved telling people. The one thing I would say is, when you tell people, don't have an expectation of how they're going to react, because there's some people that didn't react that I thought the way I thought they would react. So I told one person, I was like, oh, I'm pregnant. They're like, oh, cool. And I was like, oh okay, yeah, I suppose you just found out. Take time to process, maybe, I don't know. And then I told someone else that isn't very kid friendly or I don't know, like I have a couple of people that aren't, like, don't really care, well, not care, but like they're not really like kid people or whatever. And they were so excited, and I was like, what is going on? And I think that's the other week when I did feel like I was alone and all that. There was a couple of people I told that I thought that would be so excited, but were kind of like chilled about it. My auntie did cry, so that was really sweet. She was so excited, and she still is, so yeah, that's really cool. But yeah, I don't know, it's just one of those things that expectations, yeah, I don't know. So if you do tell people, if they don't say something, yeah, I don't know, how do I say this, just, yeah, reactions can be very different to what you think they're going to be. So and it's not, no one was negative at all, everyone was excited for me, but just I thought that people would be a bit different with their reactions. But it's all good, it was all good, everyone was excited. And yeah, so we're done with almost the first trimester. And this is another thing I learned, is first trimester actually goes to 13 weeks. But why does everyone tell everyone at 12 weeks? I do not know, I do not get it. But anyway, that's another thing I learned, that trimesters and weeks are very different to what everyone says they are. Because everyone's like, oh, you're 12 weeks, you're finished the first trimester. I'm like, well, no, not really, it's till 13 weeks. So very confusing. But anyway, leave it there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week. Alright, see ya. Bye.